Red Bull never tried to beat Coke or Pepsi on taste. It did not run ads saying we are better. Instead, it redefined what a drink could mean. It created an energy lifestyle, extreme sports, cliff diving, Formula One. This wasn't differentiation. This was finding a white space. And today, that's where we'll focus on finding white space for growth. Marketers are typically pre programmed to think growth means brand differentiation, while mine's better than yours. Make a shinier ad, switch preference, but switching is slow, it's costly, and often it barely moves the needle. Also, real growth does not come from chasing loyalty schemes or copying trends. Growth comes from finding the white space. And here's why finding white space matters more than ever today. Categories are fragmenting. Consumer attention is atomized. Old playbook, dominate the main occasion, and it doesn't work when there are 47 micro occasions. White space may not be optional anymore. To find white space, think in 3 steps. Start with light buyers, the ones who use you casually, not religiously. There'll be a definition for your category. Find the barriers. What stops them from buying more often? Your brand. Then look for white space, unmet tensions, ignored occasions, underserved needs, definitions in the show notes. Think of it like a funnel in reverse. Most marketers try to squeeze more from heavy buyers at the narrow end, but light buyers are the wide mouth. And white space, that's expanding the funnel into territory where it did not even exist before. Now, here are some examples of white space growth. This will give you an idea of the difference it can make. Oatly. Oat milk wasn't new, but Oatly framed it as better for you and better for the planet. It uncovered an underserved benefit, climate conscious milk drinking, and built a cult brand around it. Or Tanishq in India, for decades, gold jewelry meant weddings and festivals. The tension, women wanted jewelry for themselves for daily wear. Tanishq tapped that unmet tension with modern designs, turning gold into everyday expression, not just tradition. Nike, running was always there, but it tapped into an ignored subculture, late night urban runners. By creating night runs and apps, Nike owned a new occasion, a new category entry point. And yes, even Kellogg's. Cereal wasn't just for breakfast anymore. By positioning it as a post workout fuel or even a nighttime snack, Kellogg's created fresh occasions where the brand would show up. That's white space thinking. Growth isn't just about saying we are better, it's about asking what do light buyers miss us on? What barriers hold them back, and what white space can we stretch into credibly?